Whew, child, this is the day 16 recap in the Karen Reed trial, and this is what I learned. Robert Alessi can make expert testimony exciting. Today we had Dr. Squirty Bello on the stand, the medical examiner responsible for the examination of John O'Keefe. If you're unfamiliar with this case, you may have been surprised at her testimony, but us second timers are not surprised at her testimony. She said, and she still maintains, that she could not determine a manner of death for John O'Keefe. She testified that John O'Keefe's cause of death was blunt force trauma and hypothermia. The primary cause, blunt force trauma, due to the injuries to the back of John O'Keefe's head. And the secondary cause of death is hypothermia. Now, that is because his body temperature was like 80 degrees, and that is indicative of hypothermia. I really needed somebody to ask her if he had been out there since 12:30 a.m., would not he be colder than that? Anyway, she couldn't determine the manner because she just simply couldn't. And even though the troopers were there to give her their input as to what they suspect was the manner, she could not determine that. And that's really good for Karen. Now, on cross, Robert Alessi got up there and asked her if those injuries could have come from a blow to the head, like a punch. And she said, yes, it's possible. And that is also very good for Karen. But what I really want to talk to y'all about is what happened outside of the presence of the jury. There was a very heated discussion due to the change in report of the Commonwealth expert Shannon Burgess regarding a time change. This time change of 33 seconds, where they say that there was some event that happened or triggered Karen Reed's Lexus SUV, and also that is supposed to align with the final time that there was any movement on John O'Keefe's phone. Now, this is really significant because seconds really matter in this case. At first, they were saying that it was 12:31. Now they're saying it's 12:32. All of these things really matter because they're trying to align the time in which this incident could have taken place and trying to determine whether or not there's enough time for Karen to have gotten to John's house after she hit him. Anyway, they sprung this on them at the last minute. The report was changed on May 8th, and the defense thinks that this witness may have violated the sequestration order that is in place, and it was all very heated. And Bev said, I heard what y'all guys say, let me think about it. And so we'll await her decision on whether or not to let this expert testify, whether or not to throw out this change. What do y'all think she's gonna do? Because I already know what she's gonna do.